My name's Pete Woods. You're watching Hexham TV. Who are you?
Hello, Peter. My name's Carol Weirs. And thanks so much for inviting me to speak to you today about the Christmas project I'm working on with Queen's Hall, Hexham. It's called Christmas with the Hobbs.
So tell me a little bit about it then, Carol.
Well, we have a writer on board called Becky Sharrock, and she was researching some ideas for Christmas shows, and she came across a mythical being, not literally, she read about a mythical being called a hob. And hobs are known to live on the Northumberland-Scottish border. And so they're a sprite, really, that's synonymous with this region. And she delved a bit more into them, and they became the basis of her idea for a Christmas show. And so she had approached Queen's Hall with this idea. Katie, who's the fantastic new artistic director, contacted me and asked what I thought about it. I thought it was a fabulous notion, and we obviously can't put it on in the physical building this year, but she was very keen, along with her colleagues at the Maltings in Berwick and Alnwick Playhouse, to have some kind of offering for audiences this year. So we looked into it, and our search for an animator, an illustrator to bring it to life proved very fruitful. And also, the wonderful Bridie Jackson came on board. She's a fabulous Northumberland-based musician. And honestly, if I talk about the serendipity of this project, I get quite emotional about it, because the stars just seem to be aligning. And hopefully on the 12th of December, we'll be able to reveal to you a story which is really deceptively simple about all of the good things in life, things that are easy to forget in a year like this. And Christmas with the Hobbs is not implicitly about the year we've had, but it's certainly about hope for the future and all of the things that can be achieved when people work together. So I'm really so excited about revealing it to not only people across Northumberland, but it's really designed to be a gift from Northumberland to the rest of the world, a story about our little Hobbs.
So it's really innovative, isn't it, for the Queen's Hall to be working with the Alnwick Playhouse and the Maltings up in Berwick on a Christmas production. I mean, it's a fantastic idea.
It really is. And none of us, including myself, knew anything about the world of sort of animating a tale. So I really set off on a voyage to find someone who could bring it to life for myself and the venues. And the search led me to the door of Sheila Graber, who is an internationally acclaimed animator based in South Shields. And well, I shan't age her, but let's say she's got over 50 years experience in the business. And so when she came on board and she worked alongside Becky, just magic seemed to happen, really. In fact, I hope that she won't mind me telling you this, but the little Hobbs that appear in the story have been known to her since she was a 7-year-old girl. So briefly, the story is she was on a holiday with her family, and I think they went on a ride at a fun fair. It was kind of like a mountain or something, and as she looked at it, she saw this little figure emerge from it. So I guess she was always destined to be an illustrator or someone who had this amazing creativity. Anyway, the 7-year-old Sheila saw this little figure emerge from the rock face. And she told me that figure had stayed with her for 70 odd years. And this story is the first chance she's had to sort of bring it to life with Becky's story. So the Hobbs have emerged. Wow. But that wasn't your question, of course, was it? You were asking about the innovation of those three venues working together. And they just put their faith in us and the creative team, really. And actually, I've been trying to keep how it's going a little bit secret from them as well, because I want the three, the executive producers, we're calling them, they're the fabulous women in charge of these venues. I kind of want it to be a grand reveal for them as well. They've just put their faith in us. And I should say another fabulous practitioner on board is called Liv Hunt. And she has created an activity pack. So when you book your tickets to any of your three chosen venues, you'll be sent a confirmation, and what comes in that confirmation is a link to an activity pack that Liv has created that you can do in advance of watching the animation, or you can, there's points in it where you can pause and you can make something, even if it's just a cup of tea for yourself, or you can watch it all in one fell swoop. So yes, it's very different to anything any of us have ever done.
It's great to hear about creative people innovating, as they always do in the theatre and song and animation. And it's not just for children, Carol, is it?
No, absolutely not. The idea is that it can be streamed. I have to get all the jargon right, or my colleagues will tell me off. It's being streamed online. So you just, when I say you buy a ticket, you don't buy a ticket. This is a made gift from Northumberland. But of course, there's mechanisms to book it. So yeah, sorry, I've completely forgotten the question. Again.
So it's free, but it's not just for children, is it?
No, it's not just for children. So some of the scenes are set in a care home, and there's lots of activities about making things. So we like to think that it can be watched in hospitals, in care homes, in schools. Apparently already 10 schools in the Hexham area have been in contact to say that, yes, absolutely, they want their children to, so you can watch it in your home or anywhere that you want to.
That's fabulous. And behind all the the people who'll be performing, and you've got some great actors involved as well, the technicians as well, aren't there, to make this happen?
That's right, exactly. Scoon at Queen's Hall is just a very gentle and calming presence when we were recording it there, safely, of course. You have to add that to everything that you say this year, don't you? When we were recording it in a safe and socially distanced fashion at Queen's Hall, Hexham, yes, he was there to guide us. And honestly, the team at Hexham, hello to Annette, who was also very accommodating and lovely. They just welcomed us in, and in these very strange circumstances, the actors brought the characters to life. And all three venues already have form in supporting freelance artists, technicians, writers, animators, producers like myself. And this is them ensuring that in times like this, they support us by giving us a creative outlet, which they do all year round. I've worked with all three venues, but really never on a project like this. Honestly, I can tell you the date it was conceived. It was the 20th. He said, Carol, I've got this idea, what do you think? And it's been an absolute roller coaster since then. And really, it's still all systems go to get it to you by 12th of December, it's launched.
Yes. And how important is Christmas shows to people, to introduce them to theatre, particularly young people, Carol?
Oh, honestly, so many theatres, well, the world over, it's children's first experience of live theatre and live events. And honestly, if a child comes to see a show like that, I would honestly say that a Christmas show can change the course of someone's life. It's often their first introduction to live performance, as I say, it's a magical thing. And honestly, this year we're just denied. We're denied. We can't offer that live experience to children. So I'm not going to say that this is a second best offer, because it's not. It's just a different offering. But I can tell you from my own experience that if you see live theatre for the first time and you're bitten by the bug, it can stay with you for life. And that's a wonderful thing. There's nothing quite like seeing a live performance, but I also don't think there will be anything quite like seeing this offering from Queen's Hall, from Alnwick Playhouse, and from the Maltings Berwick this year. There's a deceptive naivety and simplicity to the story, and it really belies all of the hard work that's gone into the tale. I think there's an innocence about it, and it can really be enjoyed by anyone. I'll say it again, the world over. It's a made gift from Northumberland in a very special year.
And Becky Sharrock's a great writer. She runs some writing workshops at the Queen's Hall for young people. So she's got a real gift to get a message over, hasn't she?
Oh, absolutely. She's a practitioner who helps children learn writing skills as well. She's very self-effacing, Becky, and very quiet, which is why I'm very, very happy to champion her and work with her. We've known each other for a long time, and she just has, again, a deceptively simple and rich way of communicating with young people. She's a formidable talent. And this play was really just a pitch, which is an initial idea that she had presented back in October. And so she didn't have very long to make it into a complete and beautiful story. But, you know, when you have that wealth of experience and you're that driven and passionate, then you can make magic happen. And she has. Yeah.
And to team up with Bridie Jackson, who's a fantastic musician, you've really got some great talent in this show.
No, honestly, we had the first rehearsal was a Zoom read through, which we've learned to love in these times. It's never quite the same as the sort of first bit of excitement in a rehearsal room. Nonetheless, we had a Zoom read through of Becky's first draft script, and I said to Bridie, at such and such a point, will you just, I always say just, people love it. You can say just, you know, when you don't understand what goes into something. Bridie, can you just play? She had a very rough draft of a song that she had written at the relevant moment. So 20 professionals listening to a read through. Bridie pressed play, and within 3 seconds, tears were just running down my faces. But they're not tears of sadness. They're just like, oh, you know, when you hear something very, very special for the first time. Honestly, I've got goosebumps. No, I've got goosebumps just thinking about hearing that song for the first moment. So yes, Bridie's on board. She's our musical director. Her music runs through it. And you won't be able to get that song anywhere else. I was saying, Bridie, you've got to release this song. It's fabulous. She said, no, it's for the venues. It's for the Christmas show. So to hear the song, you'll have to enjoy the animation as well, which won't be a challenge.
So the show lasts about 40 minutes with a couple of breaks, I understand.
Yeah, and 40 minutes. You can take a break if you want to, or you can just watch it all the way through.
And we should mention Arts Council England, because some of this work's funded by Arts Council England, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, absolutely. The whole industry has just been in such a terrible situation all year. Freelancers, venues. And when I talk about freelancers, I'm talking about friends and colleagues who work front of house, who work behind bars, technicians, the cleaning staff. The ramifications of this year, and we know it's across every industry, but they have been huge. And Arts Council England did indeed provide a rescue package for some venues, and the rescue package that was provided to our 3 venues was provided to them without proviso, actually, but those 3 venues decided that they really wanted to give a Christmas offering this year. I'm going to say it again, from Northumberland to the world.
Well, Carol, you've got us really excited about this Christmas show from Northumberland, and tickets to the world, and tickets are available via the websites of the either the Queen's Hall in Hexham, the Alnwick Playhouse, or the Maltings in Berwick. And
Correct.
to repeat that the show will be available between the 12th and the 31st of December, and you must book. It is free, but I understand that there are donations being accepted to support future productions if people feel they would like to. But it is available for everybody, and it's a show for everybody.
That's absolutely right. It's charming. It's absolutely charming. It is going to be a tonic.
That's what we need just now, Carol.
Absolutely.
So, Carol Weirs from Carol Weirs Productions. It's been a pleasure to speak to you about this really exciting new Christmas show that's coming to Northumberland and to everyone in Northumberland and the world soon. And we can't wait to see.
Oh, thank you. May I wish you all a very happy and hobby Christmas. And from where I'm currently sitting, which is in Stonehalf, in our very beautiful Northumberland. So a happy and hobby Christmas from myself and from all of the venues and all of the creative teams who've come together to make this. It really has been a roller coaster.
Thank you, Carol.
Goodbye.